Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tyson here, and today is part 3 of why you're still weak and how to get stronger. So yesterday I talked about nutrition, and the day before I talked about a workout. If you missed those two videos, you can click here and here to watch them now, so I'll leave them up there for a second because they're really important too. But today the third topic is still another important one because we can't just have two things without the other three. So today is all about sleep. Now, I know a lot of you go, oh my god, I've heard so many times about sleep. Yeah, so have I. But you know what? We still don't do it right because there's no one size fits all. So don't take all this advice. Like, the advice I'm giving you guys isn't just from me, isn't just what I've practiced. It's books I've read. It's people I've listened to. It's mentors that have told me these things. It's the greats. It's the people who are actually making progress that I go and research and I find out what works and bring it back to put to you guys, so you don't have to make the mistakes and you don't have to muck around. Because I don't have all the answers, but I know like the great minds out there, like all the famous bodybuilders, famous powerlifters, people who are making progress and who are doing the best. I study them, I read about them, so I can give you guys the information, so you don't have to go and chasing it around. So today, the topic is sleep, and what I want to start off with is trying to find out what's going to be ideal for you. So a lot of us, you always hear the classic, you need between 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, right? But is it going to work for everyone? Absolutely not. You need to find out what's going to work for your body and how much sleep you actually need. So for me, I know that I need about 8.5 hours to 9 hours of sleep a night. For you, you might need 6 hours of sleep, or you might need 10 hours of sleep. The best way is, guys, you've got to experiment to find out what works. And you can't just sleep one night and wake up 8 hours later and go, whoa, I just need 8 hours of sleep. There's a couple of ways you guys can actually figure out how much sleep you need to actually recover. So the first thing you guys can do is actually, like on the weekend, don't set your alarm. I'm sure most of you do that. So on a Friday night, go to bed at the same time. Don't stay up late. Just say you go to bed at the same time you usually would during the week. And then find out what time you wake up. Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? You might have overslept, you might have underslept. Try it for Sunday again. Then you can kind of think, oh yeah, well I slept on 9.5 hours on Saturday, and I slept about 10 hours on Sunday. What's that going to tell me? I need about 9 hours, 9.5 of sleep. But even a better way that I've been told to do it is, next time you're on holidays, just go to sleep normally every night and then count time. Like, what time did you wake up? If you woke up 9 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 9 hours, you know that you probably need about 9 hours of sleep a night, right? Just to start figuring it out. And then you go, okay, how am I going to program that into your sleep, right? How are you going to put that into your routine? Because the biggest thing we miss out on is not listening to our body. And this is where we get fucked up. Like, this is where we're like, oh man, I feel like shit today. I woke up, but I had 8 hours of sleep. But you might be someone who needs 9 hours of sleep. So these are the way we actually figure it out. Another recommendation I've heard is that for every hour you work out, you need an extra hour of sleep. So if you're like me and you need about 9 hours of sleep, you might need 10 hours of sleep if you work out for an hour, or 11 if you work out for 2 hours. But it might not be that. Like I said, experiment. But the more you work out, I guarantee you're going to need to sleep more. You know why? Because your body needs to recover because you're putting it under stress. Especially if you want to get strong and lift heavy and stop being weak, you've got to lift heavier, and it means you've got to recover more. It means you're going to be more tired because you're putting your body under more stress. So don't forget about that. Practice all different types of sleeping programs, what you can do, how you can incorporate it, and then you can go from there to figure out what's going to work best for your body. So that's the first thing, is getting your 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Now, if you're like me, you probably have a job obviously, and you're not going to be able to get 9 hours of sleep in a row, right? But there's other way you guys can do it. The first thing you can do is have naps during the day. So you might be someone who has a 12 o'clock lunch for an hour. You might be someone who finishes at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and you've got a couple of hours between the gym. Well, you know what you can do at that time? Try and have a nap. Practice napping. How long should you nap for? No idea. There's no strict rule. For me, I nap for about 35 to 40 minutes. Anything less than that, I just feel like shit. Anything more than that, I just feel too groggy. Alright? What's going to work for you? The same type of thing. You've got to experiment. So let's say for the next week, at your lunch break every hour, try and get yourself into a nap. Like, try, lay down on a chair, do what you've got to do, have a quick snack, whatever, and just try and nap and find out, try different times out. But don't try and nap all over the place. So let's say, you have a lunch at 12 and you finish at 4:30, and you're like, well, today I'll nap at 12 and tomorrow I'll nap at 4:30, because you want to get your body into that type of rhythm. For me, it just doesn't work. Like, I can't nap 12 o'clock one day and then 4 o'clock the next day. I have to be doing 12 o'clock, or 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So my body's like, okay, this is nap time, this is when I need to go to bed. Otherwise, you might be, it might be okay for you. Like I said, it's all about experimenting and listening to your body, guys, but you can't neglect sleep, because if you neglect sleep, you can just throw out the rest of the stuff. Like, throw it out the window. Don't even watch the rest of the videos, because you might as well not even give a shit like with any of your workout if you're not getting enough sleep. If you want to make progress, if you want to be stronger, if you follow what I'm telling you, you will make progress. I promise you that. Alright? So there are two different ways you can do it. You can try and sleep as long as you can, or you can try and nap during the day. Now, if you have trouble sleeping, which a lot of us do, try and put yourself into a little habit, right? So there's a great book called The Power of Habit. It's by Charles Duhigg, and he talks all about, what's creating habits, what's going to be able to how you're going to be able to implement a habit, right? And there's a trigger, there's you've got a trigger, a routine, and a reward, right? So let's say you're having trouble going to bed. You need to make yourself a routine that you're going to do before bed every night. Turn off all your lights, turn off the computer, turn off the phone, half an hour before bed. Go for a shower just before bed. So that way you go, okay, everything's turning off, I'm having a shower, I'm getting into bed, it's time for bed. That way your body's going to, like I said, get into the habit. The body's going to start to go, oh shit, alright, it's time for bed now, alright, I better start calming down, slowing down. And that's the way you guys can actually start incorporating more sleep. And if you're telling me that you're like, oh, when I'm so busy, I just don't have time to sleep. If you're watching TV shows, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, if you're on the internet, if you're wasting time researching stuff, like just wasting your time, well, there you go. That's why you fucking neglect. That's why you're not making gains in the gym. That's why you're still weak, because you're neglecting sleep. It's not hard. Turn off the TV, record it and wait for the weekend. Do what you've got to do during the week to actually make progress in the gym, which is eating, sleeping, and workout, like I've told you so far, guys. It's not that hard, but a lot of us don't do it. And you know why? Because we're just it's just, people don't make it too simple, right? We always think it's the hardest thing, but it's so simple, alright? That's really all I want to talk about today, guys. Is focusing on your sleep, making sure we're getting your recovery. So like I said, I'll go over a quick recap. Find out how many hours your body needs of actual sleep by taking a week off of work, or on the weekends practicing to see how long you sleep. Trying to incorporate naps during the day, or trying to incorporate naps towards the end of the night, like towards the end of the afternoon. Or turning off all of your crap, right? Putting yourself in a routine before bed, so that way you can actually get to sleep and sleep earlier. So that's the video for today, guys. I hope it was informative. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. If you want your free 25 tips to how to get the body you want, click below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Thanks.